Okay, France have defeated Brazil 2-1. It had to go to extra time. VAR has proved crucial and has actually proved correct. The VAR decisions in this game prove that VAR can work. One of them is a 50-50 decision, so either way, it's neither wrong nor right. I think the French goal that was chalked up in the first half, you could argue either way. As a neutral, I've seen them given as goals. I've seen them given as fouls on the goalkeeper. It's weird that when the referee gives a decision on the field that the VAR is doing the exact opposite. I am finding that strange. The VAR is either there to correct or assist, not necessarily to disagree. But in this instance, with this game, the VAR works. The game was entertaining. It didn't disrupt the game too much. I think, obviously, Gauvin and Barbara had a collision in the air going for the ball on 23 minutes. Both players needed treatment. I think both players were probably winded from that collision. It's a pretty physical collision. More the treatment than the VAR, but the VAR had to look at this one. Did Barbara get enough of the ball to be, challenged? Did she have control of the ball, or did she push the ball onto the French player? It's deemed that she had enough of control of the ball for it to be a foul. But it's still poor goalkeeping. I think she should have gone for a punch rather than a catch. And as an ex-goalkeeper at school, I prefer to punch than catch it. You just clear it out, and then you can get back on your line and defend the next wave. A lot of pundits say they should always catch the ball rather than punch, but a punch means the ball is out the box. If you get a good punch on it, and if you lead with a punch on the ball, the attacking player is probably not going to go in for the full-blooded challenge. Going for with your hands like that, the attacking player is going to have a chance of being a little bit less likely to get a good clonk on the head and more likely to get their head on the ball. Barbara's angles are all wrong on that one, but it's a 50-50. The French think they've scored, and it is actually a brilliant crossing. It's a brilliant bit of build-up play down the French right. And it doesn't work out in that end. But the VAR, I think, had it gone either way, would have been the correct decision. Had they given the goal, it would have been correct. Had they, which they've done, given the foul on the goalkeeper, it's a 50-50. It's a flick of a coin. There is no wrong decision in that sense. But the French could feel a bit aggrieved, and the Brazilians can feel a bit lucky, and vice versa if it was the other way around. Half-time comes, the French are on the slightly better side. And it's the same at the start of the second half. Gauvin finally gets a goal, again down the French right. Again, the Brazilians cannot defend crosses coming in from the right. And Gauvin goes into the box, and that is a poacher's goal. Simple. That is retribution, I think, for the VAR decision. I think the French possibly deserved the 2-0 lead at this point. They had been the better side. They had created more. Brazil was still good value for the game, though. And they had their own VAR decision for an offside. And on the on-field decision was offside. It's clearly wrong. VAR clearly shows that the officials were wrong, and Chiesa's goal stands. So VAR proves it can actually work and work efficiently. In a game like this, it worked really well. Chiesa is not known for her goal scoring. I think she had scored 7 goals in her career up to this point. If that's not a regular goal scorer, that's a damn good finish for someone who doesn't score often. And what's she doing in that position as a defensive midfielder? But brilliant goal. Quick, incisive counter-attack. The Brazilians are now on top. They always have a goal chalked off for offside correctly because 3 players are a good 10 metres offside. Very obvious offside. They've got to get the flag up quicker, though. They really do, because it's wasted time. I think there's a directive to officials to hold the flag down, wastes a bit of time, and it goes. Then it has to go to VAR, and it wastes more time, and it disrupts the flow of the game. Just they should go with their instincts, these officials. The VAR is there to correct them if they've made a mistake, which in both cases, VAR's work correctly. I think the first decision, as I say, it's a 50-50 coin toss, really. You could argue it's a goal, you could argue it's a foul on the keeper. It depends on the interpretation. Did the keeper, Barbara, have enough control of the ball? If she's gone to punch that, and she's fluffed it, that's a goal. She's gone to catch it, and that's where the grey area comes. Chiesa's goal, correctly ruled as a goal by VAR. The goal that's ruled out, correctly ruled out for offside. France are wobbling at this point, and Brazil look on top. Then full time comes, and this is where it changes yet again. After extra time starts, the French look better on the ball, on the counter-attack, in open play, than the Brazilians. Even though Brazil, it's an end-to-end game, the French look better in defence. They're throwing themselves in front of balls. Brazil have hit the bar in this game. You know, both sides have forced saves. It could have been 2-2, 3-3 by this point, but the French were better in defence. They were more competent in defence, more organised. When they turned the ball over, they were getting bodies behind the ball. They were making the challenges to cover for their mistakes. Whereas Brazil, when they lost the ball, they looked a bit more nervous and gave away silly fouls more often than not. Henry's goal comes from a corner, and again, any kind of cross into the box, the Brazilians struggled with it, and Barbara's been at fault for a few goals against Brazil this World Cup. She was played really well tonight, but at times not looking confident with the crosses and corners coming in. Henry, that's a scrambled finish, but that's a finish from a leader of the team. That's the captain of the team. That's leading by example, and that's after 106 minutes. There's none of this winding down the clock, play it into the corner. Both sides were still going for the win at full time of extra time. Brazil were trying to get back into the game, and France wanted to get a third. There was none of this time wasting, run the clock down, put the ball in the corner. Both sides were still going hammer and tongs for it, as football should be. And unlike the England-Cameroon game where the VAR was dominated for the wrong reasons, the VAR decisions were the correct decisions. The one with Gauvin in the first half with Barbara, that comes down to, did Barbara have enough control of the ball with her hands? If she goes to punch that would be a goal. There would be no argument of a foul on the keeper, lack of control. She's going to catch it, and she's put herself in a position where, you know, she's basically dropped the ball, it seems, on Gauvin's shoulder. Now, was there already contact on Barbara? Was she impeded? It's a 50-50. Taeza's goal rightly deserves to stand. Officials too happy with the offside flag on that one. Again, it's very similar to Ellen White's goal. Was there another player offside interfering in play? That's the debate. The answer is no. But overall, France deserved to win. Brazil have looked out of sorts in this tournament. I think the Australia game where they lost 3-2, where they were 2-0 up, showed some weakness. They laboured against Italy, who are a surprise package in this tournament. But Italy made a few changes for that game. And I think the Italians were just one eye on the next round. The Italians still topped the group with goal difference anyway. So Brazil had to play a harder game against France. Italy will have an easier game when they play their round of 16 match. Brazil just did not look right in this tournament. They didn't look fully all together. They didn't fully look all fit. And you could argue about Marta and Cristiano not being 100% fit at times. The agedness of the squad with some of their key core players being older. The French deserved this more, though. They played better overall. And it's great to see that the hosts are still in the tournament. But there we go. I'm going to leave that there. Complete opposite to what England-Cameroon was. There's no real controversy in this game. I mean, the Barbara incident, most controversial. And she was booed for the rest of the game because the French fans thought she was play acting a little bit with the treatment required afterwards. But it's not Barbara's fault that the VAR's got involved in that. You know, on another day, it's given us a good goal. So it comes down to what officials in the VAR box and what officials on the pitch and their interpretation of a fair challenge. But there we go. France 2, Brazil 1. France continue on to the next round. Could face the USA in the quarterfinals. That could be a mouthwaterer. So France have got a hard path to the final. They haven't got an easy path to the final as hosts. But there we go. I'm going to leave that there. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Place your comments below, and I will have some more videos for you very, very soon.